Hello, air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We're going to jump right into the messages for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, the air signs. And as always, keep in mind that these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're interested in a personal one-to-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. All of my information is in the description box below this video. All right, air signs. Let's see what message wants to come through for you. For Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Interesting. We have air, open-minded, objectivity, and learning. So fascinating because I have been getting a nudge to do a live reading, which I may do after this, with regards to Mercury, the mind, coming into a conjunction to Pluto, transforming the mind. There's something that you're learning, and you're being asked to stay open-minded as you start to receive more pieces of the puzzle to your journey, and maybe to some things that seemed to be one way, suddenly appearing to be a complete different way. Take it as it resonates in your life. You're seeing how it affected you, your judgment, how you operated, how you treated yourself, and how you treated others. Let's keep going. Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What else do we have for the air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A lot of times, especially when we're talking about Pluto, some of these truths or realizations of truth is just kind of confirming something that you already knew deep within, yet you did not have the proof. You did not, and as people, places, things outside of yourself presented themselves to be a certain way, you kind of override what your inner knowing is telling you. Oh my, we have greed. So whatever you are learning right now, you're being asked to stay open-minded. It has to do with greed, whether it's yourself or another, and how that affected you. How we operate when it comes to, and what is the energy of greed? The energy of greed stems from fear of lack, fear of not having enough, fear of somebody else getting everything that you need. It stems from childhood wounds and trauma. So when we get to the root of it, instead of having strong judgment or blame or, I'm hearing crucifixion for some, step back and understand that whomever is showing you their true colors, or you your true colors, that it is truly showing wounding, deep wounding that has not been healed, that has been operating beneath the surface all along. Okay, yeah. First card out, we have suffering in silence. Because, excuse me, air signs, There's something that you knew all along deep in your inner knowing, yet we're either too fearful to actually investigate further or say anything. You allowed things to play out and you swallowed your feelings internally, suffering in silence. I feel that. Almost like I'm afraid to say it because what if I'm wrong? Right? I'm afraid to point it out. What if I'm wrong? Yet having a deeper, intuitive, inner knowing, you could have even had stomach problems or gut issues of some sort, acid reflux, hernias, because you're holding in the truth and it doesn't feel good. You're suffering in silence. What else do we have for the air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have spiritual union. So in doing what we do, detach from our inner knowing, our truth, it also separates ourselves from spirit, separates ourselves from our higher self. And this energy may have also been some form of energy that caused a separation between you and another that are linked very tightly in a spiritual union. You can't break it. Down in the third dimensional realms, yeah, you can break up spiritual unions, but in the higher realms, you're always like, you're one, you're connected. Could be a parent-child. That's just one dynamic that comes up strongly for me. But it can also be, you and another. Take it as it resonates. Again, yes. You've made great sacrifices here in that area, in that department. Overall, there's been an energy, an entity, possibly another person that has come in between you and another because, number one, the energy. It's also a very karmic time, a karmic experience. The energy, the entity, the person sensed this union and how you could create prosperity begins, how much beautiful experiences the two of you create through the heart chakra together, and how deeply tied you are intuitively. You probably have telepathic communications with this person. There's a lot of love that's shared here. There's been a lot of positive movement forward below that. But because of one person's greed that may have opened you up to separating, dividing from another, because it offered you more adventure, more money, more experiences, more of whatever you had a hole in your aura, a hole in your childhood wounding. It was filling that for a temporary time. But it also still left you empty. What you had left or separated yourself from in the spiritual, it was very tempting, pulling you from this other energy, pulling you into a different experience. It's a lesson to fill a hole. And this is all subconscious. This is all unconscious. It's becoming conscious. And it seemed as though at a time it was actually feeding that hole. It wasn't filling it though, because you're still suffering internally, suffering in silence. Excuse me. whether it be another person, an opportunity, an experience. Again, take it as it resonates. Another reason that you are suffering, or you had been suffering in silence. Oh, I just felt that in my throat chakra and solar plexus, throat chakra, big time. Okay. It's a strong energy. Air signs. One of the reasons you found yourself suffering in silence is because those that you were not finding an actual give and take or collaboration with the energy that you had pulled you away from spirit and your spiritual connections. There was no teamwork, really. There was no resonance. All in all, it left you even emptier, or you're realizing. It may have also pulled you away from other people in your life, your soul family, your soul tribe, leaving you to suffer in silence. As well as this person, this entity, this energy caused a great deal of conflict between how you saw and felt towards this spiritual connection of yours. Great conflict, and this is also the card of greed, selfishness. I want what I want, and I'm going to step on or step over anybody else to get to it. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care about their feelings. I don't care about their experience. This light is mine. This fire is mine. I want it all for myself. So it opened up that energy within you. Maybe not to the degree that the other person or entity or energy is showing you now. But what did you sacrifice? Page of Cups. Your life full of synchronicity, serendipity, love, sharing, true, heart-to-heart love, and all of the magical, mystical beauty that comes with that. Overall, King of Swords, you're now beginning to see things from a much bigger perspective, a higher ground. This Mercury coming into a conjunction with Pluto is bringing truth, clarity, and wisdom about the situation. And truth, clarity, and wisdom about how heavy this feels, how much of a burden this feels internally, to hold this internally, this truth. 5 of Cups below that, how much emptiness you feel when you're not connected to your own spirit, as well as your spiritual family here on Earth. Okay, well, with that said, we're going to go right into the advice with native spirit for you, air signs. Please don't forget to click that thumbs up button, that like button below the video if you are liking it so far. I appreciate all of you who do take the time to do that, by the way. It does help. And the algorithms here on YouTube are changing again, as always. And that's fine. We just have to work with what we've got. So, advice for the air signs: Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Feel free to comment. I love to read all of your comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. This is just a point in time, air signs. This is a point in time that may not feel that great, but it's clarity, it's truth. And as this conjunction gets tighter and tighter, the puzzle pieces, the new truth, the new reality starts to fit together much cleaner and clearer, and you cannot escape the truth and the wisdom and the lessons. Stay open-minded. Okay. Thank you. For some of you, this is just an energy, the pool of maybe a job that's offering you a lot more money, but you're not happy in the job, but you stay in it because something internally is telling you that that is better than your own true happiness. But for many others, you got pulled into a spell. You got pulled into a spell, and you had to ride that out to learn a big, deep lesson, Pluto lesson. So we have Freedom Horse. Let your spirit fly. Do not hold back. Break free and express yourself. Flaunt your stuff. Dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Get out of the rut. You don't need to fit the mold. Be daring. Fling your arms to the heavens. Enjoy. Your native spirit wants you to know the horse allowed the natives of the Americas and Mongolia to travel great distances with ease. The horse also carried their supplies, which additionally granted freedom to those ancient peoples. This card shows you to remind you that you aren't here to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectations of others. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Replace the phrase "I should" with "I could," but I choose not to at this time. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning to give those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Ooh, strong message, air signs. This is the time to break yourself free. No more suffering in silence. The truth is being revealed of your situation, your circumstance, and what lessons that you are meant to be learning through them. So I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.